I got an electric set of gentlemen here at the desk. We got Mr. Grant Holloway, your Olympic trials champion. And we got Mr. Daniel Roberts, the two-time Olympian now, coming through with the bronze medal. How you guys doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Yes, sir.
I love it. Listen, Dan, I got to know. So we just skipping 13-0 this year. we just skipping 13-0 this year. Like, talk to me about breaking 12 for the first time, man. I mean, breaking 13. I apologize.
13. Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna say I didn't expect it. I guess I'll say I didn't expect it to happen at this meet.
Sure.
Because coming into trials, it was a lot of stuff going on physically that I was trying to get right. I was supposed to run in New York a couple weeks ago, but didn't do that because I was having some physical mishaps. But the goal was to come out here and execute and just to get top 3 and make the team. Obviously, I got 3rd, made the team, but also ran a PB. So I was like, can't be mad with that.
We take a little 2 for 1.
Can't be mad at that at all, bro.
We love a little 2 for. I want to speak to that a little bit because obviously you talked about you had some things going on before this meet. So you a big man of faith.
Oh yeah.
Right. You talk about it on your social media. It's everywhere. It's actually in your presence when I see you. I can feel it in you. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But can you speak to?
No, Diddy.
Can you speak to your faith and how important that is to help you get to this point?
Oh yeah, it's everything, man. Everybody knows you go through life, you're gonna have ups and downs. You gotta have something that's gonna keep you steady, keep you focused, keep you locked in. And for me, that's my faith in God, and just knowing that no matter what He got me, no matter what, if I'm giving my all, that it's gonna turn out good at the end of the day.
Amen. Amen.
Got to ask a couple of questions about the sleeve, man. You used to race with a sleeve on your right leg. Is it superstition? Did you lose it in the wash? Is it hanging in a closet? Where'd the sleeve go? Where did it start and where did it go?
The sleeve started from in 2016, my senior year of high school. I got hurt on a funny tackle playing football. I had to get a couple surgeries on my knee. So ever since then, during the rehab and everything, I was so used to having a sleeve or something on it. It just kind of got comfortable, and I just kept that going through all throughout college. Even before I was running fast, before anybody knew me, I was running in a sleeve.
Busting my head open.
So, yeah, it's still there. It's still something I'm definitely going to pull out every now and then. You never know, you might see it in Paris. But this year coming in, I wanted to show off a little bit of my scars. They've been covered up for so long, so I kind of wanted to show the world what I've been through a little bit and, just have that experience.
Oh, we love it. We got some mic malfunctions. We gonna share a little.
Yeah,
listen, it's a home show. It's a show of the people.
Yeah, that's what people been waiting on.
They share a podium.
I
I know it. Listen, my brother. 1286, man. Your fastest time since 2021. Did you get you a good glass of wine last night?
I got a good glass of wine. You can see why I got this hat and my sunglasses on.
Let's go.
It's been a great night.
It's been great. Wait, hold on. Are we still in last night for you?
Probably. I don't know where we at right now. But no,
it.
man. It's honestly like these trials always just bring out my A game. Last trials, 81, 96. This trials, all my races were under sub 13. So. I'm just chugging away at it. I'm in a good consistency. I'm having good consistency with the sport and the event, so I'm just really excited.
I'm excited for you, brother. You brought it up, so I got to ask you. We talked about last trials, 2021.
Absolutely.
1981, right? Next time you run 12-8, we back here at the next Olympic trials. Tell me why this Olympic Games is going to be different.
This Olympic Games is going to be different because as Daniel said, we have maturity, we have experience, we know what to expect with the rounds, we know how to manage it. I mean, for both of us, we can both say that our last Olympic experience was an experience we wanted to have.
Sure.
And now we both know what it takes to get on the podium. Obviously, both of us getting first and third at the last World Championship. So we're just going to take that same energy and throw it over. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for Daniel, but Daniel and I have been doing this together for some time now.
Long
and
time.
I know his
if you know,
mindset,
you know.
He knows my mindset, and we just bounce ideas off each other, and we just keep going with it.
Whose baby was that?
the world is dying. I asked Terry Crews the same thing. I said, whose baby was that, man?
So that was Chase. So if you guys remember in the first round, I gave a kid Knuckles, and I put him on my shoulder to take a picture.
Right.
So I saw him again, and I was like, what better way to have him, experience Olympic trials.
Sure.
Bring him out on historic Hayward. Bring him out to show him, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and then he got a little TV time too. Like for him, he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Yes, indeed.
And just one of the things where it's like I'm able to make a change and make a difference in the society.
When he gets older, he's going to be sitting down telling somebody that he like Grant Holloway brought him like up there with him for a medal ceremony, and people like, what is you talking about? He gonna have to pull that picture out. It's gonna be crazy.
It's only a matter of time until he does.
On his 21st birthday, you gonna send him some Viva Seltzers or what?
So it's so funny. I was supposed to take my regular shotgun at the end, but I had saw him, so I was like, wow, I look like trying to shotgun a drink and then go pick up a kid. Like, make some right.
Responsible. That's what you look like. I'm very responsible.
Right life decisions.
Grant
So
Holloway, a
I
man
feel
of the
like that was
people,
good.
ladies and gentlemen. A man of the people. Dan, I got a question for you. Your mic is good too. Your mic is good now. Yeah, we fix it out. We work through technical difficulties here on the Journey to Gold live show. I want you to talk to me a bit about the Olympic experience. We've had a lot of people here who've talked about how excited they are to go to the Olympics, but you've already been. Talk to me about the differences in competing at the Olympic Games versus a World Championships, the logistics, everything. Talk to me about it.
I'm gonna be honest. My Olympic experience, I almost wouldn't say I already had a full Olympic experience just because it was empty stands. I mean, we was locked down to the village the whole time. COVID was still very much alive and well at that point, so it was very different. But obviously with it, there's still the same pressure of it being the Olympics. I wasn't at my best at the time, to be honest. There's no excuse. I didn't run great. Didn't make it to the final. I finished like 9th, I think.
Okay.
So I was there watching him do his thing, but I'm just excited to have another opportunity to show what I can do on this stage, to be honest. That's the biggest thing. I feel like we finally got some things clicking. I have a great coach with me now, a great support staff up in North Carolina, so we're getting things right. Got my first medal last year.
Yes, you
So
did.
that's huge.
Hell yeah, brother.
Got married a couple years ago, so, we're moving in the right direction. There's a lot of things going well.
Goals.
Yes, sir.
It's undeniable that American hurdlers are the best in the world.
Say that. Say that twice.
You got to run 13:27 to make the final here. That's probably more competitive than any Diamond League that you toe the line. How does going through the rounds of our Olympic trials prepare you for the Olympic Games? And is it almost like the weight is off now that there's only 3 Americans in the games? You're like, cool. We're racing each other basically.
Real quick before I let Daniel speak, but if you look at before Olympic trials, there were 6 Americans in the top 10. Now they dwindled that down to 3. That just speaks volume to how competitive our Olympic trials is.
That says it right there. Ain't much else to say, to be honest.
I asked Freddie the same question, so I'll pop it to you too as well. Is there a realistic chance for a medal sweep in Paris?
Absolutely.
100%.
I don't even think we should entertain it because, we just showed the world you can run 12.9 and still not win. I know, exactly. Cordell Tinch, he ran the race of his life. Ran 13.0, and he's left off the team. When if you run 13.03, you run 13.03, that gets you second at last year's World Championships. So it's just luck of the draw. I always say you got to have a little bit of luck on your side on the day of, and unfortunately Cordell had it that year. But then you look back 3 years after that, Trey Cunningham had it. So on these days you gotta compete, but then also you have to have a little bit of luck.
And obviously, you guys were able to bounce back from the U.S. Championships last year to both medal in Budapest. Talk to me about the next 5 weeks. What's the plan? Are we going to be racing more? Do we go into recovery mode and prepare? What's happening?
I think it'll be different for both of us. I feel like I had a lot of races early in my season, so at this point, I'll probably just be at home training, getting right, and just locking in and getting prepared because it's going to be a different beast out there at the Olympics. Like I said, I fully believe that the U.S. is capable of sweeping, and nothing would make me happier. Obviously, I would love to be gold, but nothing would make me happier than seeing USA 1, 2, and 3 at Olympics.
I fully agree. Daniel and I have been talking about getting on the podium going 1-2 since 2019. Obviously, it took a little bit of some time. A little nudge to my boy.
We getting right.
Daniel's been doing.
Cold.
Daniel's been doing everything he has to do, and I think what really makes me happy is if we look back to 2023, Daniel and I had our moment when we were 1-3 on that podium, and it's like, yeah, all right, now we got the wheels clicking. So, I know Daniel always going to bring his A game. If there's someone I genuinely do not want to compete against, is Daniel Roberts, just because you never know what day you're going to get that day, and it's just that scary. So, You can get the Daniel that gets out the blocks and then just push you away early. You can get the Daniel that closes. Like, you never know what Daniel you can get. But if Daniel just continues just to, like you said, just stay on his A game, and I have no problem saying that we can have a sweep.
I think we about to get the race up here, man, because I got to hear you talk me through this a little bit. You had another electric start just like you did in the semis. You came out blazing 12.92, but in the finals, obviously, it was something a little bit different. Can you talk me through what you were feeling as you approached hurdle number 1 and got all the way through the next
So
10?
it's so funny, like right here, I felt Daniel at hurdle 5, so then that's when I knew either Daniel was on something or I need to catch up. I hit hurdle 8, which kind of broke my momentum. And like the emotion that you guys see, that's not from making the Olympic team. That's me knowing like I kind of gave that race away. Like that was that was on pace for a world record race. But nonetheless, hey, we're going to Paris. We know how to run under sub 13. We did it 3 times here, so let's double back and do it again. So I get out the blocks right here, 2, 3, 4, and then obviously like this point is obviously, as some people would say, my weak point. But this is what I've been working on so much in practice, and when I got to hurdle 6 and 7, I was just able just to elevate and just keep going. I had so much speed. Like I said, I never really hit hurdles, so when I got to hurdle 8, I nipped that one with my lead leg. But you know, you trust your training, you trust your coach, and the results always spew out.
Sure.
You mentioned so much speed. We saw you at the Florida Relays this year. Be part of that 4x100 meters. You know, you're on the team now, so you can be selected for the relay pool. Is being a part of that relay something that
They ain't gonna choose me.
Yo, give my man Grant a shot. Stop playing around.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and take your breath, bro.
If they requested, would you accept?
They're not gonna choose me. They're not gonna choose me.
They need to go. They need to go back and watch that Florida footage,
honestly,
man.
We could sit here and say Grant's gonna be on the relay. Grant's gonna do that. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it.
We talked about John Nunn bringing cookies to camp. Maybe we start bringing some cookies to these coaches.
Like I mean, like, I prove, and like now I'm gonna toot my horn a little bit. I prove myself each and every year on why. I'm not saying I'm in your top 4, but I'm damn sure your best 5th man on the bench.
I love it.
I know that for a fact. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, maybe this year they're not gonna do it. And if they do it, wait till we're done with hurdles, and then obviously, my thing is, I pay homage where it's due. Christian Coleman is the best starter we have here, or as we speak, for USA Track and Field. Sure. And I know for a fact I'm not beating out Christian. So unless they have some other stuff going on, I don't see myself doing it. If I'm Mike Marsh, if I'm Michelle Freeman, I'm doing Christian Coleman to Kenny Benderrick to Ariane Knighton to Noah Lyles. That's
like
just
that.
me. And even if you say, all right, let's switch out Kenny and put in Fred, or even if you say, let's put Kenny on the curve and take out Ariane because he doesn't have experience. Cool, you have so many tools. You don't need me. So let's not entertain the fact that I ain't gonna get up there.
We can all dream and hope, bro. Listen, you one of my favorite runners, bro. So I could only dream and hope that I get a chance to see you in one of them relays, bro. I know you'll
when
crush
that
it.
dream and hope comes together, look, best believe we all gonna be.
Yeah, low key
it.
wanted to see you on the relay in Glasgow this winter too. But Daniel, real quick, we just saw on the screen a replay of you guys signing that Eiffel Tower. Talk us through that experience and like what is it like? You cross the line, you know that you're going to be an Olympian, and then be able to go do something as cool as that.
Honestly, for me, this feels better than even the first one. To be honest, it feels more real. I feel like we kind of knew Tokyo was going to be a little different. Obviously, I was still excited about that, but this one, it feels like I'm really made it. I'm about to be in the Olympics. So having that moment, it was great. Right there on the track with my brothers, man. A great experience. One of the fastest races in history. It's like,
absolutely,
you can't ask for much better than that.
I love it. Listen, I appreciate you guys giving us your time. We're going to let you guys get out of here, but I got a question for you, bro.
Track meets on.
Your name's Stanley?
Oh, my God.
Y'all ain't know?
Bro, your name's Stanley, bro?
Here we go. Yes,
Yo.
my name is Stanley.
We've been out here calling you Grant this whole time, and whole time your name is Stanley, bro.
I'm sure everybody will keep calling me Grant. It's too late. It's too
If nothing else, he knows I'm a Grant stan.
Right, yeah, listen, I love it. I'm doing my research, right, because truthfully, I wanted to make sure I had your accolades correct. I get online, and they talk about some Stanley Grant Holloway. Then I go to your Twitter, and I see it's S.Grant Holloway. Whole time, I thought that was for, like, senior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you was trying to be like a serious gentleman. Like, I didn't know your name was Stanley, bro. That's funny, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm kicking it.
We love it. Listen, I learned also that your pop's name is Stanley, so shout out to Pops. But I want to thank you guys so much for taking some time out with us. We're going to head inside the stadium and get ready to go.